Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today we are going to be making ourselves a slitting punch. Now we're going to make ourselves a small little slitting punch in order to do very tiny little drifting operations. So this way is if you don't have enough material, say you're making a keychain or something like that, and you don't want to drill the hole, but you would like to get kind of that swell out approach that happens whenever you have a little small hole, you know, like a slit and drifted hole. You know, it swells out around and you keep wall thickness there. That's what we're making today. We're making a little slitting punch for that operations. I am using a piece of 1/2 inch in diameter coil spring or 12.5 mil, and I've already straightened out a section of it, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut off approximately about 4.5 to 5 inches of this material here. So that's I don't know what that is in there. It's 100 mil to 125 mil in length, if you will. And that is what's going to comprise our little slitting punch or slitting chisel, if you will. So, without further ado, let's get this hot and get to smithing. Alright, so we're going to give this a little bit of a straighten first. And then we're going to draw this down. A little bit of water there on the anvil, making it slip around a bit. We want to take and draw this down to roughly about 3/16 of an inch out at the end. We're somewhere around there. I want to say it's around 5 mil. 4 or 5 mil right there, roundabouts. Now we want to keep this fairly square or rectangular shape, if you will. And so there we have it. So what we've done here is we've hammered it down to where it is, let me get Mr. Thing here. It is 3/16 inch in dimension this way, and it is roughly 1/8 of an inch in this direction here. So that's what we're working for there. That's good. Now we're going to taper this back and then take off the corners to octagon this up a little bit, staying away from this end. The end here we will actually grind into our little slitting punch. Okay, so there we go. We got those facets hammered in there. And now what we're going to do is I will take and heat this back up, and I'm going to square this up to the plane, just so this way I've got more of a square tool to work on. And then up here, roundabouts, we will end up cutting it off. Like I said, if you're just working on a short piece of coil spring, you need to cut off approximately 4 to 5 inches of material to do this. Because of the nature of what this tool is meant to do with really hot work, you can make the tool a little longer, and because it's so thick and the work that it actually needs to do is so small, you can deal with a longer handle this way to get your hands away from the heat. So usually you want a good 2 inches or so, a good 2 to 3 inches away from your gloved hand from the hot heat, and then that way it'll be very comfortable for you to forge. So I'll take this back in, we'll bring it out, and we'll square this cross section up and cut it off. Okay, so now we're ready to cut this off. When we cut this off, we're going to take and draw a back taper on this back end. Again, looking for that doobie shape, if you will, or that lozenge shape, as some would call it. And in this piece, so it's thicker in the center and smaller in the ends to help direct that kinetic energy. And before it's fully done, we'll put our little touch mark in it, and then it'll be ready to be annealed. Okay, so there you go. So you have this all forged out. Yes, I'm still hammering on it at a black heat. This is more or less just to planish the surface. And it doesn't really matter because we're about to go into annealing heat anyhow. To just heat this up and put it by the wayside. I guess this is more technically what you would consider a normalizing heat instead. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. We will put it back in the forge and bring this thing up to a nice critical temperature and just stick it in the ashes. Okay everyone, so that's it for this video on forging this little slot punch, or this little slitting punch tool. Check into part 2 if you want to take and see it being ground and put proper. I'm actually going to file this tool into shape, and that way I can take and show you that process, doing it by hand with a file. I'll also do the struck end as well. I ran out of time today. I'm sorry for that. Sorry you have to watch part 2, but part 2 will be linked right here, and you can also look at it in the description box down below. Again, sorry I couldn't do it all in one go, but the video was getting long enough as it was. So without any further ado, I will get back to the forge and get on my other projects for the day, and we will catch you all in the next video. Part 2, we'll go ahead and grind and heat treat this thing. And once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it and comment what you thought of it. And as always, God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.